going to talk about Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Over in Japan, the Budokai Taichi games, they were called Sparking Neo, Sparking whatever. But over here, they call them Budokai Taichi. Instead of calling this one Budokai Taichi 4, they just decided to call it Sparking Zero like it would overseas. So, it's basically Budokai Taichi 4. Anyway, we're going to talk about this game. I have a lot to talk about this game. This game is very meaty than I thought it was going to be. There is so much to this game. And we're going to start with this. The episodes. The episodes are huge. There is so much to this game. Like, there is the regular path that starts from Dragon Ball Z to Super. And then you go through Goku's story or whatever, like, right? And then there's, like, branching paths. So you'll get to a mission where they'll have, like, an icon that goes this. And then when you do that, they'll have, like, different second things to do. Like, second occurrences. Like, say, oh, I need to beat him within this time, or wait it out until he decides to do this, like he fuses or fucking transforms or whatever. And then he'll go on those other paths. Well, if you go on, sometimes you go on these other paths, and it's a totally different what-if story. Like, it'll end up going into a scenario where, like, Goku beat Frieza before he went Super Saiyan. Or there's a Vegeta got his ass rocked by Goku because he went Super Saiyan at that time. Kind of what-if stories. But then you unlock, you go out at that point, like you get like halfway, not even halfway, you get into the story a little bit, and then you unlock the other characters. So you can go into the episodes and play outside of Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Future Trunks, Frieza, Gohan, Goku Black, and Jiren, so far that I've noticed. And you can go through all the stories for them. And they're actually pretty lengthy that I've noticed. There's a lot of meat to that. And you can be sitting here playing those stories for a long time. And then outside of that, there's a thing called custom battles. In custom battles, you can make your own what-if stories. You can take those iconic characters from all the series, that, because if you don't know, this has 183 characters in it, and then from it you can pick all these characters that are, and I'm gonna just go into this real quick. So when, like, the whole, like, transformation thing and fusion thing, I think it's the coolest part of this game. You can pick a character that's, like, say Goten. I can pick Goten and then get points for it, and then transform into Gotenks, and then fuse or evolve into basically Super Saiyan and all that bullshit. Like, I think that's the coolest part. And then I can also de-transformation and all that shit. And whenever the hell I want, I can transform forward, transfer back if I want to with those characters. So, like, you can take those characters out of 183 and make your own what-if story as you wish. Like, so there's bonus battles in there as well, which is the official stuff that they created and they uploaded. Like, there's one in there that they created that's Future Trunks fighting Piccolo, and they're talking about how Gohan trained Trunks and Trunks was trained by Piccolo, blah blah blah. So it was kind of a cool dynamic with that idea. I feel they did that for the whole this was going to be in the episodes, but we didn't make it, so we just threw it in here in the bonus. And there's a lot of them. I went down that list. There's quite a bit of them. And then there's, outside of that, there's the world tournaments, which obviously if you've played these games, you know what the world tournaments are. But there's, all of them are here. You can go through the tabs and offline, because there's offline and online. You can go through the tabs, and there's world tournaments, there's the cell games, there's the outer tournaments, there's tournament destruction, tournament power, and then they brought back Yamcha games, which is a returning thing, which is pretty funny. Um, and then, like in the classic games, if you beat them, you unlock a character, blah blah blah. And then there's wishes for Shenron, the Namek one, and Super Shenron. And then you can unlock characters, titles, outfits, uh, wish for money, wish for stuff like that. Player level. And then there's another one that's for, I think it's regular Shenron, that you wish for, I want to skip an episode. So I'm going to get into this real quick. The whole difficulty thing, I think is kind of, I don't understand why you do this. So normally in the thing, you go into the episodes, you can click L. For me, I'm playing on PlayStation. You can click L2, and it will lower the difficulty. But it'll say the second condition can't be met when you have it at this difficulty. I mean, you can't do those side paths. You can't do those what-if stories. So you have to turn the difficulty back on to even attempt those second paths. Well, when you have that thing, you do that wish, which I did it once, and I clicked on it to see what it said. When you do that wish, let's say I want to skip an episode, it gives you a dragon orb. And then you can go into a mission and say, I want to skip. Sorry, I got a phone call. Anyway, when you get that dragon orb, you can go into the episodes and click on a mission. It says this. I'll read it right here. Use the dragon orb for this battle. This will lower the difficulty of the second condition but the match will not be counted as a victory if you win. This effect will last until you win the battle. I don't see the point of 1, lowering the difficulty, and 2, using these orbs. I don't see the point, unless, I guess it lowers the difficulty for the second edition so you can at least attempt to go down that other path. I guess. But that's how you want to do it, I guess. But anyway. And then there's other stuff that you can do in this game. So you could customize your characters in this game to your full whatever. Like, you can go in, click a Goku, Super Saiyan, or whatever, and there's these capsules that you earn throughout the game, and you can make it for that their stats can go this way or this way or this way for like there's certain different stuff. So like you could take a really bad character and make him good again just by giving some really good capsules, which I'm going to get to in a second. You either earn them or you can go into the other tab, which is the shop, which you can use by earning the money that you earn through playing the game. You can go in there and buy capsules, which is for making your characters how you want them. There's outfits in there, so you can do whatever. There's characters in there. There's music. There's backgrounds, because you make your own player cards, which is really cool. There's music, like I said. There's a bunch of stuff. Once you get the game and you go in there, you'll see that the store is packed with stuff, and they constantly want you to be grinding this game and get all the stuff for it. So once you do all that, and you make your dream character, you could take that into online battles or offline battles, however you want, and then tournaments, offline and offline. And then, like, there's ranked for online battles, which I'm going to get into this. So there's a system where you only have so many points, and I think it was 15. You only have 15 points, and then I'm just going to say random numbers. I'm not saying this is actually what it is. So say you click on Super Saiyan blue fucking Goku, and then you click on like Broly. Well, those guys are like 10 points each, and you can't have both of those on your team because they're like 10 points each. You have to have characters that balance out the whole point system, and so that makes it where you can't just have a whole full team of just brokenness. But some people are figuring out if you can have, like, say, Gotenks or Kid Trunks, and then you can just fuse to Gotenks, and be, Super Saiyan 3 and all that nonsense by just spitting the points to do so instead of having to be penalized with the ranking system. In regular battles and tournaments, I've noticed online that it doesn't do that. But, yeah. In ranking, you need to priority the characters that you play as. And then, like I said, once you have, like, the perfect build, it doesn't matter because you have, like, the god tier character that you've been wanting to play as, and you can just shrek people online. Yeah, and then there's a lot of like the challenges. There's challenges and a challenge tab where you can do stuff. There's like titles you can earn, player icons you can earn. There's in the Weeze's stamp books. For the first time, the first run of doing it, you can get Shenron's wishes, and then after that, you kind of can't, I guess. So, and this is another thing that's kind of irritating, but they could have made it how it was back then, where you just broke some buildings and you got the balls. But they decided all you have to do is go offline battles and just grind until you get the balls over and over and over and over until you get them. Which is kind of lame, but I guess that's how they wanted it. And then the Super Shenron, which I've been hearing, is only from the episodes. And what everybody's been saying so far, and I don't know if this is confirmed, if everybody's beaten the full story yet, like I haven't. They're saying that after you beat the story, the official story for Goku, you get it, which I did. And then if you go through Trunks' you do. And if you go through a different path to Trunks, you do as well. And then if you have the Ultimate Edition, which I did, you have another set. So everyone's saying that, like, that's 4 right there. And then that's all people have been able to find is the 4. So I don't know if that's it, or you have to go through other characters and down other paths and blah 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 blah. Yeah, and I think this game is one of like probably the best fighters out there right now because of the fact that you can just swap out the 883 characters, play whoever you want, your favorite characters from this whole series, basically. I wish they gave more love to Dragon Ball. I've been saying this for many, many, many years. Like, if anything, just give us a Dragon Ball game and just let us play out that series again, because, like, they always, like, do the whole Dragon Ball Z thing. Like, every single time, it's always Z. Z, 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 Z. And now it's Z and Super, Z and Super. And it's never been, like, let me give love to Dragon Ball. Yeah, some of the GT characters are in this game, but, like, where's the campaign? I want to be able to go through the GT campaign again. I want to be able to go through the Dragon Ball campaign. Like, where's that stuff? That's just a pet peeve for me. I wish they would give more love for those other series. And then, like, Dyna's coming out soon, so where's, like, the Dyna campaign? It's not finished, but, like, why don't they have a Dyna game coming out? Why, like, we got Goku Mini in this game, but where's the rest of them? I mean, that's probably going to be the pass, to be honest, because I bought the pass, and it's going to come with 20 plus characters and something like that. So, I mean, I guess the mini versions of all of them are probably going to come in the past, but I don't know. Like, that's just a pet peeve for me. I wish they would do more with those series, like the Dragon Ball series and the GT series. It's just, everyone loves Super so much, and I like Super. I like the characters from there, but there is some stuff in there like, why not Dragon Ball? But if you love the series, I recommend it 100% to pick this up. You'll love it. The animations are cool. The fighting's cool. Like, the whole fact that you can just push up, and like I said earlier, you can push up and just transform to whatever you want. In this, you can have teams, like I was telling you, you can push left, and then your team pull up, and you can just swap out to any character team you want. Yeah, if you love this series and you want to check it out, I recommend.